Sawadika, thank you for joining us on Newsline. We're broadcasting live on NBT, Radio Thailand FM 88, and on NBT World. It's Wednesday, May 3rd of 2015, and you're with me, Sandra Hanutsaha. Welcome to today's segment of Thailand Moves Forward. The Thai premier said he would not assume the post of a non-elected prime minister. One of the provisions in the new constitution, which is now going through the drafting process, allows a non-MP to be appointed as prime minister, which has raised concerns among many sides. To play down the social outcry, Prime Minister General Prayut Chan-o-cha has assured that he would never come back as a non-elected or an outsider prime minister, adding that it was not his idea to include such a provision in the new charter. But due to the previous political crisis, the Constitution Drafting Committee, or CDC, decided to incorporate the provision into the permanent charter. Speaking on the upcoming meeting with the National Legislative Assembly, or NLA, and the National Reform Council, or NRC, General Prayut said he will be rendering the opening statement himself and will have his deputies speak about their work over the past year. The meeting is scheduled for tomorrow. The Cabinet has agreed with the Foreign Ministry's idea to solve the labor shortage problem in border areas through the adjustment of border regulations. Deputy Government Spokesperson Major General Wirachon Sukontapatipak revealed that the Cabinet gave a nod during its meeting this week to a proposal by the Ministry of Foreign Affairs for changes to Thailand's cross-border transport agreements with its neighboring countries. With the goal of bringing more foreign workers to special economic zones on the Thai side, especially in Chiang Rai, Kanchanaburi, and Prachuap Khiri Khan, the ministry suggested that the existing treaties with Myanmar, Laos, and Cambodia be amended to provide more convenience for prospective workers.
Also approved today a proposal by the Ministry of Foreign Affairs for the Thai government to agree to the amendment to the border crossing agreements between Thailand and her neighbors countries, namely Cambodia, Myanmar, and Laos. The amendments to the agreement follow on from an announcement from the Office of the Prime Minister in February 2015 regarding the temporary stay, employment, and organization of social service for migrant workers in Thailand. To correspond to this previous announcement, the Cabinet has therefore approved the amendment to cover the following main areas. First, additional to the recognized intention for border crossing, such as for seasonal work. Second, areas for crossing, such as for the new special economic zone in Chiang Rai, Tak, Kanchanaburi, and Prachuap Khiri Khan. And third, time frame for stay during each crossing, which remain as 30 days.
It would mainly concern workers entering the kingdom for seasonal employment, such as the expansion of their permitted area of stay to cover special economic zones and the extension of their maximum period of stay to 30 days per visit. Besides ensuring a sufficient workforce along the border, the more worker-friendly regulations are also expected to help boost trade and investment. The National Reform Council, or NRC, has affirmed that the meeting between the three major reform bodies on June 4th is a procedural progress report and was not brought about due to disagreements over the new constitution. The meeting will involve the Cabinet, the NRC, and the National Legislative Assembly. Chairman of the NRC Committee on Political Reform, Sombat Thamrong Thanyawong, said the meeting will be held to review the government's one-year performance. As for the new charter, Mr. Sombat said his committee, in hand with the NRC Committee on Legal Reform, will make the case before the Constitution Drafting Committee, or CDC, today for a shorter and more concise constitution. Furthermore, he has urged the CDC to place importance on how the new charter frames the country's political structure and carefully consider the consequences of allowing for an unelected prime minister. The Constitution Drafting Committee, or CDC, has revealed that the clarification on proposed changes to the draft charter by the National Reform Council, or NRC, has gone on well so far. The first group that met with the CDC discussed their proposed changes to 71 articles of the draft charter, including such topics as the direction of the educational reform, the increase of the members of the Strategic Committee on National Reform to 60, and the cancellation of the planned abolition of the National Human Rights Committee and the Office of the Ombudsman, Thailand. At the second meeting with another group of NRC members, the Charter Drafting Committee heard their proposals to adjust the second part of the draft constitution, which is about the national strategies and the directive principles of state policy. The CDC spokespeople have stated that the meeting between members of the two committees and the charter drafters has been creative and rational. The Thai embassy in Seoul, South Korea, has issued a warning for Thai citizens visiting the country to beware of the Middle East Respiratory Syndrome coronavirus, or MERS-CoV, which has infected many people. A statement released by the Thai embassy in Seoul encourages visitors to the country to take precautions against the MERS-CoV outbreak, particularly in the city of Daejeon and surrounding areas. It recommends steering clear of crowded public areas as a way to reduce the risk of infection, along with sanitary practices such as washing hands frequently and wearing face masks. Should any Thai national experience fever or suspicious symptoms while in South Korea, he or she is urged to seek medical attention immediately and also contact the Thai embassy for assistance. The embassy affirmed it will keep the people constantly updated on the situation. Although the virus is highly infectious and can be deadly, infections have so far been found in a narrow group of people who previously came into contact with the first patients. About 25 people have been infected and 2 have died. The Ministry of Commerce will auction off 1 million tons of rice this month and will sign government-to-government contracts for the sale of 2 million tons of rice to China within July. General Chachai Salikalaya, the Minister of Commerce, has given his approval for the Department of Foreign Trade to announce the auctioning of 1 million tons of rice within the government's stockpile. The 1 million tons of rice consists of both quality rice and substandard rice. Bids are expected to be submitted starting in the middle of this month. The minister believes the entire 1 million tons will be sold out due to high demand from the market following the end of the off-season rice cultivation period. Since the beginning of the year, close to 3 million tons of rice has been released from the government's stockpile. As for the G2G rice deals with China, General Chachai disclosed that a contract of sale for 1 million tons of new rice and 1 million tons of old rice will be signed in July. In the meantime, Thailand has already delivered 400,000 tons of rice to China under a previous contract for the purchase of 1 million tons of rice that was signed last year. Another 100,000 tons will soon be delivered in accordance with this contract. General Chachai said the Ministry of Commerce will also bid for the sale of rice to the Philippines this month. The Commerce Minister expressed confidence that rice exports would reach 10 million tons this year. The Ministry of Commerce on Tuesday announced that the inflation rate in May 2015 dropped to minus 1.27%, remaining in the negative territory for 5 consecutive months. It is the highest negative inflation rate in 5 years and 8 months. Inspector of the Ministry of Commerce, Somkiat Ratanapan, said the Consumer Price Index, or inflation rate, in May 2015 was 106.53, decreasing by 1.27% compared to the same period last year. However, it increased by 0.17% compared to April 2015, resulting in a 0.77% drop in the 5-month average inflation from January to May. The factors contributing to the minus 1.27% inflation rate included a 0.11% increase in the food and non-alcoholic beverage index and a 2% drop in other indices. The Ministry of Commerce forecasts that the tendency of the Thai inflation rate in the second half of the year would likely rise in line with global oil prices. And we have a special report from Samut Songkhram province about Benjarong porcelain at Ban Bin Suwan Benjarong, and Panot Sisansap has this report.
Benjarong is a type of pottery in Thailand, painted with elaborate geometric pattern in 5 colors. It is a kind of ceramic earthenware using a decorative technique locally called Benjarong. Benjarong tableware has been in existence since the Ayutthaya period. Up until the reign of King Rama V of the Ratanakosin era, Benjarong has been items used in the royal court and noble families. They were not available in general markets for common people to buy. Uncle Virat Bin Suwan, founder of the Bin Suwan Benjarong factory, recounted that he used to be a broker, buying porcelain items, and had obtained his skills in artifacts from merchants of antiques. Later, he received additional training in earthenware production, enameling, painting, and coloring according to the ancient original style, and has handed down the skills in Benjarong production to the younger generation until the present days.
ก็เมื่อเราทำงานประสบความสำเร็จแล้วเราก็มาได้รับเกียรติที่เขายกย่องว่าเราทำได้ดีได้สวยนะครับก็ได้รับโล่รับเกียรติเขาก็ยกย่องว่าเรานั่นก็ได้ชื่อเสียงของเราก็ขช่อนไปยังต่างประเทศ
Bin Suwan Benjarong Company is at present a factory producing Benjarong tableware on a full cycle basis. It has more than 30 artisans both in sculpting and painting to produce exquisite pottery. Each day, a lot of people visit the factory to admire the craftsmanship and buy its products. The factory also has a demonstration workshop where visitors can try painting their own designs on pottery. Saranya Saisiri, a successor in artworks of Uncle Virat, said that the production of Benjarong has been today handed down to many small groups of teenagers. The heritage has brought good income to the member of the community and enabled them to have permanent jobs.
อยากสืบทอดเพราะว่าอยากจะให้งานเกี่ยวกับงานศิลปะไทยมันคงอยู่ต่อไปชั่วลูกชั่วหลานก็อยากจะคงอนุรักษ์ศิลปะการทำเบญจรงค์เอาไว้เพื่อที่ว่าเด็กรุ่นหลังจะได้รู้จักว่าการทำเบญจรงค์เนี่ยมันยากมันง่ายขนาดไหน
With the production process that underlines meticulousness and beauty commissioned through paintbrushes into lines, designs, and color on the pottery, to be added with a mixture of bright gold liquid, each Benjarong needs time to finish to make sure its quality will come out as fine as the original works in the old days and still holds the full smell of artistic handicrafts. Only such a Benjarong piece will be accepted and sought after in the current market. Once in Samut Songkhram, visitors should not miss an experience with some works of exquisite and highly artistic Benjarong. Choosing them as keepsakes of the visit, they will make your experience enriched and worthwhile.
And that is the end of the edition of Thailand Moves Forward. Before our quick break, here's a look at the exchange rates and commodity prices.
To maintain a strong nation, Thailand is promoting 12 core values for the good of the people. The 9th core value, being conscious and mindful of actions in line with His Majesty the King's royal statements.
Physical connectivity, institutional connectivity, and people-to-people connectivity. The power to turn this region into a strong community. Witness the interconnectivity between the 10 Southeast Asian countries in ASEAN Connect via these channels.
See them, they are amongst us. And they're hungry. Slay your power-sucking monsters. Take their power away. Think when you plug.
This is Thailand at large.
The show which is about to take you to the new experiences with the exciting stories.
With charming fascination. With a touch of Thainess.
Let's join us on NBT World.
Explore with us and you'll know and love Thailand even more than before.
Welcome back. You're watching Newsline. The arrival of the ASEAN community will lead to a greater demand for high-quality labor, and Thailand is doing what it can to prepare for the changes. At TK Park in Bangkok, there is an exhibition and seminar to explain to Thais more of what they need to know about ASEAN, and Kun Niranut Prajakwanit has the story.
There will be both advantage and disadvantage groups of people in Thai society when ASEAN becomes a single community, and it's clear that Thailand will face greater competition following the realization of ASEAN Economic Community, or AEC, possibly including its position in the world economy. Skills are in great demand, and as they increase productivity and enhance the country's competitiveness, the arrival of ASEAN community will immediately lead to an increased demand for high-quality labor in various industries. At the end of 2015, when ASEAN community is integrated, human resource will play a crucial role in driving Thailand's economy forward. and currently TK Park is holding an ASEAN exhibition in preparing Thais for the launch of ASEAN communities. The exhibition is called A Journey Through ASEAN, and it is being held for the 5th time since 2011. This year, the exhibition is being organized on the theme, The Final Call Before ASEAN Integration. The exhibition is aimed at creating awareness and preparing Thais for what it means to be a part of the ASEAN population and how to contribute appropriate skills and abilities to flourish in the ASEAN community. Asarin Nontihathai, TK Park's head of event, talked more about the exhibition.
From now until 14th of June, we have many activities differently every weekend, and also for school who interested to bring the students here, they can contact us anytime. We have like workshop and some quiz to test, like what are you fit for ASEAN, and also cultural event like music, theater, and also the seminar talk. That kinds of many kinds of activities that the audience will get knowledge from the exhibition.
At the event, one of the activities was a seminar called Getting Thais Ready for the ASEAN Workforce, in which speakers talked about the advantaged groups. These are mostly comprised of highly educated people who are knowledge-based and highly skilled workers. Meanwhile, the disadvantaged groups consist of the poor, low-educated persons and unskilled workers. Besides the exhibition, there are many other featured ASEAN-related activities being held at TK Park until June 14th. I'm Niranut Traitakwanit reporting.
And that's it for today's edition of Newsline. For any comments or suggestions, please feel free to email them to us at newsline.nbt@gmail.com. You can also follow us on Facebook by simply typing in NNT, and you can check out our website at thainews.prd.go.th/newsing. We're saying goodbye with a time-lapse video showing a massive thunderstorm engulfing the town of Black Hawk in South Dakota. Have a good day. I'm Sandra Hanut Saha. Sawadee ka.